We got all the yellies out of the way.
What yelly?
I'm kidding. Shut the fuck up, Nate.
You're still in groceries. You must have had a rough time at the grocery store.
Yo, stop projecting, dude.
Yo, you must have. I'm just saying. You coming on hot. You angry. I don't know why you so upset.
Who's upset?
I don't know. I'm putting that on you. I'm projecting.
You are putting that on me.
Yeah, I know.
You goddamn piece of shit.
Ooh, I'm glad that's where it went. With that shirt.
Yo, Andy, did you wear your sleep apnea mask to the grocery store so you don't have to take it off?
I never take that off.
Do you have a CPAP?
No, I know you need one, so don't fucking.
I was about to tell you. Yeah, I wasn't going to jump on you. I can't believe
You got one, Nate?
I don't have one, but I should have one. My doctor says I got a big tongue.
Yo, your doctor's trying to fuck, man.
Yeah, he was.
He's trying to get his dick sucked. It sounds like.
It was like, you got a big tongue.
Your doctor's just like, Nate, there's one more thing we need to find out. What that mouth do?
Yo, your doctor's like, yo, Nate, you got a fat ass, dude.
You got a case of the too thick.
Yo, imagine if your doctor started it by saying, yo. He's like, yo, Nate.
Yo, Nate, you got a fat ass.
You got a fucking thick ass.
Hey, my mans, your cholesterol's high as fuck.
I would be on board just because of his alpha arrogance. I would be
Did the nurse talk to you about your fat ass? Did she say anything?
Yeah.
The nurse gets your clipboard. It's like, okay, so okay, fat ass. Yes, I see. Like, let's get your blood pressure. All right, I guess we're going. Tyler, how you been, man?
I'm fucked up, dude. I'm terrible.
You're
We're in the middle of a global pandemic. Do you know? Have you seen the TVs? It's not good, dude.
I've just been playing Rocket League this whole time. Nate's been my source of news this whole time. He lets me know what's happening.
Nate looks like he's like whatever like the Q is. He's the liberal version of the Q right now.
The Q?
Yeah, like that QAnon.
I don't know what that is.
You know,
I have no idea what are you talking. I've heard that word. What are you talking about?
That's like the crazy right-wing conspiracy people.
Oh, I look woke as shit. Is what you're telling me?
Well, no, not woke, but like woke in like a bad way. Like you're too far. Like you're the left-wing conspiracy theorist.
Nah, man. That if anything, that's you. You're definitely the conspiracy theorist.
Yeah, that is me personally.
Which one are you getting into right now? Which one do you subscribe to the most? You think they're actors?
Were you drinking bleach?
No, fuck you. I'm not drinking bleach. I don't know. Honestly, this is the first time in my life I've not looked further into conspiracy because it's too easy to convince me right now. I'm too vulnerable.
Yeah. I've been getting hit up with all the crazy fucking like the people been like saying this is Pete somehow related to Pizzagate to me. And
yeah.
How's this related to Pizzagate?
I didn't get into it.
I heard something where people were like, coronavirus is fake, but they're using it to put everybody in their homes because they're collecting child traffickers.
Yeah, I heard that. What's his name?
Oh, yeah.
Tom Hanks was like one of the first ones.
Yeah. And then now, but like my buddy was like convinced today. He's like, you'll see. And now Tom Hanks is like at Starbucks with his like wife, like just chilling. I'm pretty sure he's not like in trouble. I don't know. He looks
like on SNL.
Yeah, he's on SNL.
Wait, so they're trying to collect child sex traffickers?
Well, that's what the conspiracy.
They've been. I don't know who they is.
Here's my question. Why would they need to like lie to us and like lock us in the home? Wouldn't they just be like, hey guys, we're going to go round up sex traffickers? Wouldn't most people be like, totally?
Well, yeah, but I guess.
Wouldn't everyone just get behind it?
Nothing to do with the conspiracy, Andy. You're thinking too logically right now.
Yeah.
You gotta suspend a little belief.
The whole idea, I guess, is that they don't want these high status figures to go down like that. They want to give them like protection, the coronavirus protect. Listen, I think it's total bullshit. So
they want to take over.
I love how it's turned into me advocating for the theory I don't even believe in. You know?
Did you see the clip of the?
So Tyler, how flat do you think the world is what I'm trying to figure out.
That's my favorite one. Like probably that'll never be like taken away as my favorite conspiracy theory of all time.
My favorite part of it is like I'd be like, yeah, you're a fucking idiot. You think the earth is flat? And they'd be like, all right, prove to me that it's not. I'd be like, let's talk about something else.
Yeah.
Have y'all seen the video of the Pope? I'm trying to tell y'all the best conspiracy real quick. The Pope who disappears.
There's a Pope that disappeared?
There's a Pope who disappears. I'm gonna show y'all right now. It's great. This is great content. Hopefully I don't open porn. All right, here we go. Look, this was the conspiracy I saw. It was on the news. Everybody's like, look at the Pope. He vanishes. He's not even real. They got him. And did you see it?
Yeah.
So just a Snapchat video?
Well, yeah, I guess.
For all the audio listeners, there is a World Star Hip Hop watermark.
When I first saw it, I don't know where it was. It probably got moved around since then, but I don't know.
I love that they put that watermark on there for like ownership, but all that does is like discredit anything that they post. Like a World Star watermark is like, this is probably bullshit. It's probably been tampered.
I don't know. What would you do? What would you do if you saw the same article on World Star and you saw the same article on CNN? I'd be up in the air. I'll be honest.
I
think
CNN has no more credibility to me.
Yeah, I'm about to say they're also bullshit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like,
honestly, World Star is probably a better news source because it's like you get the news and then you also get street fights and then butt cheeks. It's a better website.
True. It's probably more closer to Fox News than with those things. What news are you guys going to right now?
My news stinks. I've been getting all my news from the John Oliver and the Daily Show, but that's just because of comedy, like just seeing what jokes people are doing.
Okay.
But I do know that that's still bullshit news, like leaning one way too.
I mean, it's not news.
Yeah. It's just their take on things.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. There's no news. News doesn't exist right now.
Yeah.
Well, it exists, but it's not. None of it's real. I was going back and forth looking at like stories on CNN and then trying to find the same story on Fox and just watching how they tell the same story.
Crazy.
Different. It's nuts. Like, it's nuts.
Yo, just to go back to what I was saying, I went to CNN and I searched butt cheeks. And the first 3 articles are, these women have accused Trump of sexual harassment. The fall of sagging pants era is upon us. And then 10 things Brazil does better than anywhere else.
I love that they made butt cheeks part of the hashtag for the sagging pants.
It was a searchable term. I just like that Brazil got a shout out in there. I think that's fair. And then there's when the coral disappears, so will we.
How does that have to do with butt cheeks?
Maybe they're just trying to put it to the front of every search, like because it's that important.
They should tag butt cheeks on everything because more people would. That's going to be a trivia question on like Jeopardy in 20 years. Like, what does Brazil, Trump, and coral have in common?
And then I'm just at home, like, oh!
Butt cheeks at home. Mid rip, you're just mid rip, just like butt cheeks.
How great would that be? There's one Panties in the Mouth fan that made it to Jeopardy, and he's like, "This is all for some. There's a reason for all this."
Dude,
I know it.
What's funny about that? I had that moment in real life
where one little thing.
I did something, and like it all came to fruition like years later. I was at a Tampa Bay Devil Rays baseball game, and like nobody was at the game. Like they were so horrible. But Wade Boggs played for him like towards the end of his career, and he got his 3,000th hit at the game, and it was a home run. And I think it was like the first time that ever happened. And like 7 years later, I'm like listening to the radio, and they're like, "What baseball player had 3,000th hit as a home run?" And I called in, and I'm like, "Fucking Wade Boggs!" And like I was so excited, and they're like, "All right, calm down." Yep, let's check. Yep, it's Wade Boggs. And I'm like, "What do I get? He's like, "You'll get a T-shirt. You're gonna get a T-shirt in the mail." That's all I got. From those stars lining up was a fucking double XL B104 T-shirt.
So it doesn't even fit anymore.
It never fit.
I was trying to call you fat.
Oh man, I lost some weight, man.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Wait, do that again. Those were cute. Come on, let me see them.
I'm not gonna
trying to lust over a man on this podcast.
Nate, mind your own fucking business.
I'm just
trying to look at the guns, dude.
Gay a little bit. Damn,
dude.
I'm not gonna allow you to objectify me.
Yeah. I'm just trying to appreciate my bro's body, and you're being a fucking bigot over there, Nate.
Well, you know what, Andy? I'm gonna start. I love you.
I love you too, dude.
If I say I love you first, so you're the piece of shit.
Yeah, I fucking love you.
Should I leave? You want me to get out of here?
Not yet.
We're gonna turn this into an OnlyFans sesh. We also opened a ChatterBait account. We're dual streaming on ChatterBait right now. I forgot to tell you.
You guys just a bunch of cam boys?
I've been a cam boy since I started Twitch streaming.
Are there cam boys? Is that a thing?
Yeah, there's boys. Come on, man.
Is that what they call them?
Probably.
Cam man doesn't sound hot.
Cam man, cam dude.
Yeah, cam bro. Like, nah.
Cam guy.
I felt like I don't know if I told this, but yeah, I remember one time when I first started Twitch streaming, I was playing Fallout 4, and this dude hopped into the chat and he gives me like a $5 donation, and then he comments, he goes, he's like, what do you do for a $50 donation? I was like, I don't know, I'll take my shirt off, not thinking he'd actually do it. And then the second it leaves my mouth, I get like a notification, $50 donation. And I was just like, I'm a cam girl.
Did you take your shirt off?
I tell you, I'm not a liar.
Yo, Andy, you took your shirt off?
Yeah. And then we talked about.
Yo, that is insanity.
He pulled the red thing off his shirt.
Are you fucking joking me?
No.
Yo,
I'm not a liar.
You know, the funny thing is, I was thinking about it like a poor person at first. I was like, well, yeah, you take your shirt off next. Like, that's it. You want to see what goes further?
Oh, you fight the guy for the money.
Yeah.
Well, no, it was all. I didn't have to fight him for it. It was already my money.
No, but I'm saying you don't take your shirt off. You're like, fucking, I'm keeping the money. And then if it comes to it, you fight. You don't like really quickly take your shirt off.
Oh, I wouldn't say I.
The weirder shit. That's one of the weirder things I've ever heard about you in my life.
I didn't quickly take it off. You're about to tell me you didn't quickly take it off? That's worse. Like if you were like, I don't know.
Yeah, if it wasn't an impulse, like fuck it, and I'm gonna take my shirt off.
Like, no, okay. No. It wasn't like.
It's like, huh? One button.
If you got seductive,
I didn't know. I didn't.
Like,
I didn't do it sensually.
Like, I'll give you 2 titties for another 5. For another 5.
No, when I said it, and then the donation came in, and I just went, "Fuck."
Dude, this is creepy as shit.
I don't know.
How long were you like full bare chested?
Yeah.
And how long were you like bare chested?
For the rest of the stream. It was like 30 more minutes or so.
I love the tone of you to say this.
Dude, I would like. You said that on your podcast, which is unfortunate, but don't tell that story ever again. Don't ever say it.
It might be your best story, Andy. You're
not the first people. You're not the first people I told this. You ain't fucking special.
I think you told me right after it happened. I might be the first person you told.
That's awesome.
I've probably told it to you, Nate. Yeah, but that's when I realized like Twitch streaming is just boring cam girling.
Have you interacted with that fan ever again?
Oh, with Daddy? Oh yeah. Fucking. I get new pairs of Nikes every week, dude. He's fucking lit. That's how I'm making it through Corona.
You're not working.
Yeah, I'm just
like
fucking,
that ass is essential.
I'm just playing Skyrim, showing my dick.
You're like, all right, for 50, I'll show you my titties, but what about for 75? I'll show you my dick, and you lowball yourself. You're like, fuck, I could have got 100 out of that.
Oh yeah, that was the other part I was pissed about, because in my mind I was like, no one's gonna want to see me take my shirt off, and then I just completely underestimated the internet.
That dude just got a bunch of money to throw around. Like, I'm just gonna make this fat kid take his fat man, because he weren't even a kid. I'm gonna make this fat adult man.
This was 2 years ago.
That's probably what it was. It wasn't like sexual in any way. It was just like, how can I degrade this human?
The guy was probably just
show me his tits.
Yo, Andy, the next time you made eye contact with Steph after this happened, how did that feel in your brain? Like
we haven't made love since.
It's been 2 years.
Oh yeah, it's just been a on paper marriage.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah, that's weird, man. But hey, people, that's how you make money. I can't. Those cam girls make a shit ton of money.
That's my favorite when like you'll try to like shit on a cam girl and they'll be like, "Look at my new car," and I'm like,
Yeah.
I just bought a house.
We don't talk enough about male camming though.
Yeah, because who even knows what it looks like? It's never once like my cookies know what I like to see, so I never get showed boy cams. It's not even like a thing I think of.
It's just a different world, I guess, huh? It's just a different world.
Are you feeling it out? Are you trying to see?
What do you,
I couldn't do it. I couldn't be a cam boy. I don't got the goods.
you got that long upper body.
I got a bad situation down there.
Yeah. You got all that upper body to share with everyone. That's a few extra dollars.
What are you doing for money now, Tyler?
I don't make money right now. I just
exist?
have what I've had before the pandemic. We'll see how that goes. Huh?
All right.
We're making some shit with the Value with Love, but
Yeah. All right. You eating?
I'm eating.
That's good. I need a tissue. Y'all keep talking about white guy stuff.
All right. You doing good, Tyler? Leo Value Love going good?
Yeah, it's all right. We're doing some shit.
How you guys? Because didn't you guys normally do that from the actual like studio? Like you have a studio and everything, right?
Well, we do it with Service Electric.
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I mean they're closed, so we're just kind of doing this shit. We're just zooming.
Yeah,
that's all right. I mean, I don't know. It's like it's getting lame. I don't not like doing it. It's just like I want to kind of go back to like doing other stuff. Like, it's so like there's a limit to what you can do. You know, you can only just talk to people. You can't.
Have you done any like comedy related shows?
We have a late night show. We have like at night we do it's called After Dark. Me and two friends, well, a girl comedian and a friend of mine who's not a comedian, just kind of do this, but we're a little bit more edgy and it's all trying to be like we bring on guests that aren't real people, you know, that kind of shit. So that's more fun. That's what I look forward to. The interviews with businesses are fine, but there's not like what I like to do.
They're probably sad as shit right now. Like y'all.
They were the first couple of weeks. It was like,
oh Jesus Christ, you're right.
Yeah,
they were the first couple of weeks. It was like when everybody was like, because there was like this hope that it was like going to be a couple weeks long, but you knew that wasn't going to happen, you know?
Yeah.
So all these businesses were like, all right, just, you know, we don't know what's going on and we don't have like any money. So hopefully this doesn't last long. And you're just like, oh boy.
It's over, baby.
Yeah. So, but now it's more a little bit upbeat.
Were any of them getting like creative solutions? Like I saw to make it more on brand to this podcast, I saw like drive-through strip clubs.
How was that working?
It was literally, it's just like a big tent and then you like drive your car through and there's a girl on stage and like from your car you watch her fucking smack her cheeks a little and then you're like cool, and I guess you, I don't know, frisbee some dollar bills at her from the car.
Have a ball of singles.
you don't.
That's
you
fun.
She wearing a mask.
Yeah, right. It's not like you're wiping down those dollars.
Yeah.
That's a good point. Yeah, you
clubs, man, they wiped down everything. They were wiping down stuff before it was cool to wipe down stuff.
They were wiping down two things: the floor and the pole. The dollars was going right in the pussy every time.
A lot of pussy talk so far.
Panties in the mouth, bro.
Yeah.
Well, man, hey,
we found out quickly. Me and Nate are both more or less porn addicts, so that definitely comes up quite often.
Have you guys been diving pretty heavily into porn?
Nate, I know. Well, Nate goes back and forth because sometimes Nate will take like a big ass break, but then like when Pornhub was giving out premium, he just like, you ever see that GIF of Quagmire when he like discovers porn and his one arm's too big? That's basically what Nate was. He was on like an Instagram scrolling speed of looking through porn. It got bad.
He got real dark, man.
What did your girl say?
Whatever he told her to say.
Exactly.
I got you. I got you, Nate. Don't worry.
What are you worried about getting canceled, Tyler?
Me?
Yeah, you're looking so confused. Like, what are you?
Well,
It's nothing.
I mean, she's home too.
Yeah, but sometimes I like Andy said, I wasn't even I wasn't beating my meat constantly. It was literally like yo, free premium. I've never seen these before. I didn't have access. They gave me access. It's over now. I'm back to not watching it.
They didn't tell you.
Passed.
It's like if there was a club you never really like went into, and then they were like, "Well, there's no cover charge, and they're giving out free beers." You're like, "I'll check it out."
Yeah. That was it. I had a good month run, and now I'm back. No porn. I'm going cold turkey.
Did you just say you almost said celibate?
I almost said celibate because it's real sex to me. But no.
Nate, don't be a fucking incel simp, dude.
Nah, that's all I am, man.
Yeah, what is a simp?
It's just what cuck has shifted to.
Did somebody ask that last week?
Yeah, because it's the new word, and no one our
new.
age know.
It's not new. Black people
No. Obvious. What?
It's new to white people. We've been calling each other simps if you're being a simp for forever.
Really?
Yeah, just caught on.
Well, no, now it's the natural progression. Like the black people make the thing cool, and then white people steal it. We're currently stealing it, Nate.
Yeah, that's how it goes.
That's fine.
I was actually talking to the guys from New York, our buddies from New York, about it, like Yang and all those guys, about phrases that catch on. You know?
Oh, Yang's all better, by the way. We brought it up that he had the corona. He's all better now.
He did have corona bad.
Yeah.
Bad.
He's good now.
Yeah, he's all back. But yeah, the progression goes from like either cool black dude or cool gay dude makes up a phrase, right? They say it, it catches on, and then once like millennial white women hear it, they mass produce it. They make it super popular, and then it becomes a household phrase. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
I agree with that, unless it's about like negative to women, like simp. I don't think white women made simp popular with y'all.
I still don't know what simp is.
Oh, I'm trying to think of an example. Like, just a dude being like a chump ass, like a white knight.
Yeah, it's kind of like the current like white knight cuck or whatever you want. I have seen though. Like there's this one clip of this one chick. I don't know who she is, but she was trying to say like there are women that are trying to co-opt it, where they're like, no, real men simp. That's how you treat your queen. You simp up to them. And I was like, don't you fall for that. Don't you fall for that at all.
I don't know, man. What's it like having girlfriends? I don't have a girlfriend right now. So
I've been wanting to ask you that, but I felt like I knew the answer already. No.
What do you mean?
If you were with Janine or not. I didn't see you post a million pictures with her, so I figured you weren't.
No, man.
All right.
Done.
Being single in the pandemic sucked.
Yeah, it has to. You were looking at me like I'm crazy with porn. I know you're going crazy with porn.
I'm not a big porn guy.
Really?
That's not true.
All up here.
Get out of here.
I use the imagination.
Nate, can we unbook him? This is offensive.
Yeah.
This is offensive, dude. How are you going to come onto this podcast and say you use memory to jerk off?
Keeps your mind strong.
You playing brain games over there?
It's a scientific fact that it pushes back the early signs of Alzheimer's if you jerk off with your memory. It's proven.
So what's the
Look it up. Look it up.
Like,
no, man.
Wait,
look it up.
How? There's no way that they can prove that.
What do you mean? You don't know how science works. They can prove anything. Look it up.
Nate, I disagree with Tyler, but that was a purely defensive response.
But wait, my thing is they can't. How could they prove it? Just some old dudes like, I only jerked off to memory my whole Alzheimer's, and that's it.
One way, yeah. And
they ask a bunch of old dudes that.
And then
they take like a sample size of old dudes, and half of them used porn. You got to understand though, if you're 95, the porn you had access to, you probably didn't want to use it anyway. They didn't have, like, when we become old men, we are going to be the first generation of old men that had all of this at our fingertips.
Yeah, I think about that all the time. Like how many titties I've seen just because like there's so many people who just died and they're like, I saw 4, but I've seen 4,000. I've seen 4,000 titties.
Dude,
and it doesn't make any sense. Like,
It's insane. You'll open up Instagram and without trying, they're just throwing butts and titties at you. And it's just like,
I don't have the same experience on Instagram.
Yeah, no, that's us, Andy. I was just about to say.
I think that's just
like
a dude thing.
No, I've been changing my algorithm. I've been like intentionally not looking. Like I've been scrolling past butts and like saving food and dog pictures and shit. Like I'm like I need my Instagram to be more normal. But you're also weird, Tyler. You don't like butt enough. Like you don't like.
I love it. I love the stuff. I can't get enough of it.
Nah.
I just had some last week.
Yeah, I just can't. Yeah. Great.
I just stopped at the farmer's market and picked up a ½ pound.
Yeah, I can't get enough of it.
Yeah, I'm not buying it, man.
So
what
wait,
do you mean?
do you
what
just
am I
like
going to prove this to you?
jerk off right now?
For $50, I'll do it. You take your shirt off.
Damn, dude, you're lowballing yourself. I wouldn't do that for any more than $150.
You take your shirt off. I'll give you $50, but then you got to give that $50 right back to me, and I'll do whatever you need me to do.
So what? You just like lay in bed and you're just like, man, titties, and then just fucking and then just hit it.
I can't tell you how the sausage is made. I can't tell you.
Yo, Andy always asks people how they jerk off like it's not a weird question.
That's a weird question, man.
Yo, he's done that.
It's not that weird.
It's
not that weird.
Yo, it's weird as shit.
It is. It's because you didn't have to ask it. That's the thing.
We didn't have to do any of this.
You weren't forced to go down that road. However, you decided to. You could have went down multiple avenues, and you're like, you know what? What I'm really trying to get to. What are you thinking of when you start? What's in your brain? How do you feel?
I don't know why you're afraid. I don't know why you're afraid to be yourself right now. But anyway, how do you make love though?
What the fuck are you doing right now?
Who, me?
No, Andy asking me all these weird ass fucking questions.
Yeah, that's what we do.
I don't know. It's the podcast.
I
Live a little.
Yeah,
Live a little,
man.
Tyler.
You could get corona and die tomorrow. Just put all your secrets out there, man. Let people know the real you.
Tell us what you do with your dick.
No, this is a question. All right, tell me if you think this is weird, Tyler. I'm gonna bring up Andy. Can I keep bringing up you not coming inside your wife?
Sounds weird. Sounds weird out of the gate, but
I'm more so asking if Steph bothered by it yet.
What?
I'm just going for it. I've asked too many questions.
Well, no, she's used to you being you, but
okay. Last time. This is the last time I'll bring. No, all right. Last time I'll bring it up. I'll try. Andy has never once came in his wife. Do you think that's weird, Tyler?
I mean, does she want? Like, what are you trying? I don't know. Does she not want you to? I don't understand the question.
I don't know. It's just a weird thing to me. I don't know. Just throwing it out there.
Like, I don't know. I don't know all the details of this, and I kind of don't want to know.
Detail.
What?
You know all the details. You know all the details right now. I told you everything you need to know.
I feel like this is a trap question.
That's fine. It might be.
Nate thinks it's crazy. I've never done that.
Well, if you're scared of having a kid, then no.
Doesn't that just sound logical?
Yeah.
I guess, man.
Yeah, it's like I don't want a kid, so don't do that thing.
But you gotta roll it. Like, yo, y'all two never live life on the edge. Y'all are the most straight laced. I just like beer and cheese.
No.
Huh?
There's a.
The fuck did you just say? You just said fucking nouns. Beer, cheese.
Beer and cheese,
Hey,
white guy.
You know my anxiety. You know my anxiety.
Did you mean to say meat and potatoes?
No, I did. I meant beer and cheese.
Yeah, because that's a little.
Because wine and cheese is like the thing, but y'all aren't wine dudes. You know,
Hey,
I
don't
know
shit on beer and cheese, you fucking asshole.
It's a terrible combination of things that I know you enjoy.
Are you fucking stupid?
You're lying to
No, I'm being. See, I knew it. I knew you were a beer and cheese white guy. You
never heard? What is there like beer cheese sauce? Like they go so good together.
Andy, you're making it worse for us.
I don't give a shit. I'm not gonna.
Sauce?
I call you a beer and cheese white guy. You go, what? You don't fucking like beer and cheese, boy? That's like
I didn't. Nope. You are
That's a
projecting.
quote.
You are.
I gotta say,
That is a direct quote.
I think I was lumped into this, but I gotta side with Nate. You made it way worse when you were like, "What? You don't? There's like a beer and cheese sauce."
Nah, you guys are wrong. Beer and cheese go good together. You're fucking dumb.
You look like that would be your response to this.
Like, yeah,
Like you're
just
fat.
name the sauce. Like, no, I just bought the sauce. I don't like beer and cheese. I own the sauce.
I just invested a lot of money into a beer and cheese sauce company. And now I'm like, Nate, don't talk shit. I need the stock to go up.
No, it's not the time. Y'all trying that? You keep telling yourself you're gonna buy stock. I did. Oh, you did? What'd you buy stock in?
I got Apple and Disney.
Beer and Cheese Depot.
What'd you get?
Sorry.
Yo, Tyler, don't come on here acting frustrated with us.
I'm not frustrated.
Tyler, how much do you come?
Wait. No. All right, Tyler. How much? What stocks did you buy?
Apple.
You almost asked him.
I'm not answering again.
No, I was gonna get Royal Caribbean. I was gonna get start buying the cruise ship stocks.
What?
Royal Caribbean.
Oh, it is cheap. That's fair. I'm sorry.
It's like
I was gonna get real Caribbean. Like that's a thing.
no, Royal Caribbean. Start buy stock on them cruise ships. People, when this is over, people are going to cruise still.
Fuck that, dude. I think cruise ships should just go away.
No, they suck for the world and shit, but people are going to do them. They're fun.
Dude, aren't they?
I've never been on a cruise ship. And I can't imagine a time where I would prefer to go on a cruise ship over a resort at a beach or something.
Yeah, my family, we may do what we could do, man.
Yeah, but isn't it more expensive?
I don't got a friend that has a private jet, Tyler, like you.
Isn't it more expensive to go on a cruise ship than Florida?
Yeah, but fuck that. I wanted to say I traveled. I've been to Haiti now. I've been to Haiti and Mexico and the Bahamas all in 1 week.
Yeah, but they were
Haiti and Mexico. What a brag.
Yeah.
Haiti, where have you been? Pennsylvania?
Mexico and Haiti.
Andy, where's the farthest you've traveled in your life?
Florida.
And where else? Where else have you gone besides Florida?
I just mainly East Coast.
Yeah, where? East Coast. Boston? Have you been to Boston?
No.
Like the Jersey Shore.
Yeah. Tore it up on the Jersey Shore.
Tyler's about to name all trash places. And those are going to be all your spots.
Okay, all right, Wildwood.
Yeah.
Atlantic City.
Once.
Cape May.
Tyler's just naming places he's been. Don't make fun of me.
Damn, Andy.
No, Wildwood's trash though.
Oh yeah, no. We would only ever go to my parents were the ones who would take us on trips to Wildwood. And the older I got, the quickly I realized it's like once you're in that age where you're not a little kid but you can't go to the bars, it fucking sucks.
Yeah.
I never gave too much of shit about Wildwood.
Are you a beach guy? You like going to the beach? Do you guys have a trip you want to go on when this is all over?
I don't know.
I thought about that.
I don't I never really think about it because I don't always have the money for it. So my mind's never in that place. But no, I'm not a beach guy. I'll do the beach for a little bit, but then I don't know.
You wear a shirt.
You wear a shirt in the ocean, don't you, Andy?
In the ocean, no. But I go crazy with the sunscreen.
Yeah.
I gotta.
Yeah, it's elbow.
Yeah.
Dude, no, it's crazy. I was at my job the other day and I spent fucking half an hour unloading a truck and my face got red. It's ridiculous.
Well, that's because you were out of breath.
I hate it. I know. I was sitting on a forklift the whole time.
That's fucking sad. That's how out of shape you were. Your face got red watching other people lift heavy things.
Hey man, those levers are heavy. They don't have automatic whatever on them.
Have you been doing anything else, Tyler, like to better yourself doing all this? I saw you riding a bike on Instagram Live, looking like you were the happiest man.
Oh yeah, that's what I was gonna say earlier when you were
Riding my
saying
bike, man.
you were in shape. I was like, you were killing it on that bike.
I was going fast on that bike.
You were hitting
And
it.
the thing I was the most impressed with is you kept looking to your left, like you weren't worried about if there was anything in front of you. Like there was no part of you that was like,
yeah, look, there was nothing in front of me for a while.
yeah, I don't know, man.
Nate, can you ride a bike?
Yeah, I can ride a bike. Yeah, I can ride a bike. Dickhead, don't call me like that.
Nate, can you ride a bike?
Yeah, I can ride a bike. Yo,
No. Have you ridden a bike, or do you think you can ride a bike?
Definitely, if you look at one of us, I definitely look like I've been on more bikes than you have. And
You haven't answered the question though.
I've said it. No, you're not going to keep asking me, you fat piece of shit. I'm just attacking you as a person. You fat piece of shit.
I just want on record he's never answered the question.
Because there's no way to prove it. If I just go, yeah, I can ride a bike, you're going to go, I don't think you can ride a bike. And then I might just have this thing where I'm like, no, I can ride a bike.
No, I said, have you ridden a bike?
It's not what you said.
Now I'm starting to doubt you. Nate, I was on your side, but your reluctance, all you have to do is say, yes, I've ridden a bike.
Just say I've ridden a bike.
I've never ridden a bike.
You've never ridden a bike?
Never ridden a bike.
Now you're lying.
That was my point. I think Nate's never ridden a bike, but I think he thinks he can ride a bike.
No, I've definitely ridden a bike, dickhead.
Oh, okay.
How
I believe
bad do you think my life was that I just didn't have a bike growing up as a kid?
I don't know. People who usually have ridden bikes answer that question fairly quickly. It cut. Dude, your lip quivered. You're so mad at me.
I'm not mad.
You're really mad, dude.
Yeah, so I've been riding my bike. And I do some yoga, and that's it.
You do yoga?
Dude, yeah. I
was doing yoga yesterday. Say some shitty things about it, Andy.
I mean, I was trying to talk about Tyler, but you can make it about you.
Andy, your face would be so red if you tried yoga.
Yeah.
It would be gross. It would be gross.
Yeah. Who's arguing with this?
Kid sweat above your titties.
Oh, dude, I've tried yoga before, and that one move where you put like the legs over your head on the ground and just all my hairy gut coming at me, it's not a good sight.
No, it doesn't sound like it would be a good thing to see. But yeah, that's all. Dude, there's so much time to do shit, but like I feel like the days are getting shorter.
You feel like you're running out of time before you can get shit done?
Yeah, or like I'll just be like, holy shit, I was scrolling on my phone for like 2 hours. That's like 15 minutes.
That's what I gotten real good at. I've been putting my phone down. Not even on. There's nothing going on. Like I'm not worried about being booked for shows or anything like that. So I've just been putting my phone down and just not looking at it.
Yeah.
I'll go like 6 hours and be like, oh shit, I mean,
I'm trying to learn like on my phone and on my computer how to like do Adobe stuff and do editing. So
that's what I've been doing.
But like, I don't miss stand up at all.
Right.
I mean, I miss doing stand up, but I don't like. I'm not like, damn, I need to get out there and do stand up.
I feel you.
You know,
I don't share your sentiment, but I get that feeling.
You miss it?
I do. I really do. And there's some days when I miss it more days than others. Like some days I'll be thinking about it and then I'll get like legitimately sad. You know, I think as part of it is just like I feel like this is like cut into the like it's not like I'm young doing stand up anymore. So I feel like this is like cutting into my last strong chances to do anything in it. And I know that's not.
I disagree. I think we're on hold. I think now is better. It's like nobody can be doing anything. Whether you're fucking Louis C.K. or us, you're still in the same boat with stand up, and it's going to be like that for a while.
Yeah. I think that by the way, you're saying we're on pause. For me, I was telling you like I wasn't missing it right away, and now I'm starting to. But also, I'm more just missing like this right here is like my favorite thing because it's the closest we can get to actually like, you know, buddies hanging out and shooting the shit and like busting balls and stuff like that. That's what I miss the most. But also, I think part of the reason I didn't miss it right away was because once I realized all this shit was on pause. Like, I don't know if you saw, but like I amped up like the Twitch streaming and like doing all this other stuff. And I just kind of like, okay, well, I did it. You. But
Nobody
no, like.
saw it. Nobody saw it. Yeah.
A few people. I get a couple of views. A few people saw it.
I'm fucking around.
I deserve that. But no, like I dove right into that shit, so I didn't think it like settled in for me right away.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing that's gonna suck is, and I tried to avoid this. Like I'll be on my like all right, say like we don't have anything to do, right? Like so, you could just like play video games for 4 hours and be like, that's fine. I don't have to feel guilty because there's nowhere I'm supposed to be. But I think what I wanted to avoid is when this all gets lifted and we go back to normal, if I'm in the exact same spot that I was when I went in, I'm going to be so mad at myself.
Yeah. What do you mean?
Yeah.
What's the exact same spot to
all
you?
that time?
Because it's not like you're going to come. You think you're going to come out of this higher up in comedy? Is that what you mean? That's what I mean. So what do you mean by the exact same spot? Just like in life?
It just without a skill, without some things that you've created,
something you're not better at.
Yeah, like you should have a pilot written. You could have, and it could be dog shit. Like it doesn't matter. Like if you don't, like all those sketches that you've always talked about, or that I've like myself, like where I've talked to you about it at like 3 a.m. like, yo, this would be funny. Why would I not write them right now? Like,
yeah, you got nothing else to do.
I got nothing else to do.
You can't be like, I'm tired. I was working all day, went out and did sets, and now how can I write this? And then that is one of the things that like, because one of the excuses I used to like kind of give myself, not maybe like a thing I would get down on myself about back when we were all doing comedy regularly, is people who weren't working and doing it. It was like, fuck you, man. You don't gotta work. I gotta work, and blah, blah, blah. Like you still get to live at home, and that. But then if I don't do nothing now, it's like I wasn't tired. I wasn't disciplined.
Right. That's what I mean. Like, dude, I know. Like back when I was like living, like we were in New York all the time. Like I made so many excuses where I was like, you know, I wasn't working as hard as I should have worked. And I know we see people like rise up and like get some shit, and you're like, yeah, they work hard. You know, they've just been working hard, and like I get like guilty, you know, like I would be like, shit, I should have worked harder. So I didn't want to feel like that whenever this stops. I didn't want to have that anxiety like, dude, you just wasted 5 months.
All of the time. You wasted all the time you ever wanted.
Yeah.
You know, like I don't know if I could, like we're not going to get that. I don't want to get weird, but we're not going to get that time. We're not going to get this time back. This is the only probably time in our lives where we just can chill for 5 months or however long it takes and learn something. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
if you fuck that up, you fucked it up. Like nobody else can fuck it up but you.
All right, Tyler.
That's why I kind of laugh when people.
I'll beat your ass.
Oh man, fuck you, man. We don't talk real shit on this podcast. We talk about porn and fucking things like that. Shut the fuck up, Tyler.
Yeah, stop getting real and open.
You asked the question.
Shut the fuck up.
I was gonna
jerk off.
Yeah, touch your dick. You fucking pussy. I was gonna say I've been laughing when I see people saying like, "Oh, I'm so bored," and it's like, if you're getting like stir crazy, that's one thing,
right?
But it's like, don't be bored. Like you've got all the fucking time. Like do something with it.
Yeah, and like I could just chill. Like if there wasn't like the fear of possible death, I'd be fine. Like this would be fine. Like you know what I mean? Like that's the only thing that I'm like weird about is like, dude, I don't want to get this fucking virus. You know what I mean? Like I could sit in this basement by myself all the time, like forever.
Yeah.
You know, just thinking of like just maybe I'll write like I don't know, whatever. Maybe I'll write nothing, but
your point is this doesn't suck. Actually.
It doesn't suck. Like I'm sure you guys know people that are like going out of their minds, like bored and like, man, they can't wait to be out. Like I hope they open up the States so I can go, you know, go to Chick-fil-A or whatever they fucking like do. But it's like, do you really? Are you not scared at all of like the fucking virus? Like if they open this Pennsylvania right now, I probably still just chill for a while.
That's my plan when they open everything up, no matter how long it is. Like I'm going to chill for like another month, 2 months and just see what happens. And like if I have to go back to work, then I have to go back to work. But past that, I'm still just going to do that and go to fucking side.
I mean, because stand-up's not coming back soon.
Yeah.
The way we do it.
That's real. Yeah, that's real hard to tell. Because even the top guys, it's it's gonna come back, but it's a matter of when and how. It's very confusing.
And I think it depends a lot on where you are. Like, I bet you people who are in those states that people are, like protesting the hospitals and shit, like those same places, when this goes back, those will be the places who the first thing they'll want to do is go back to doing shit like that. So if you're in like, what is it, Utah or something,
Yeah.
you might be able to get up a lot more frequently just because people have been like,
would you go if you got booked? Would you do it if your state open? Right now, like just say hypothetically, let's say New Jersey wasn't like such a hot zone. It was like more like Utah, and they, went back to normal, and shows started popping back up, and like, yo, Nate, you want to do a set? Would you do it? Or Andy, would you do it?
I think I would, to be honest, but then I think that, like, the only thing that ever makes me nervous about this Corona thing personally is that since I smoke, and which is a big deal, like it probably puts me at a big disadvantage in this. But past that, I'm pretty healthy, so I don't think that I think if I got it, like, I'd be cool. Like, I know, Jenkins had it. Him and his wife had it. Matt Jenkins.
Really? I didn't.
Seriously?
Yeah. Yep. I was talking to him about,
how is he?
He's good. No, he told me this like 4 weeks ago. So like because I think they were overseas when all the lockdown stuff started happening.
That's right. He was talking about going on a little vacation.
Yeah. Yep. The last time we was all out. But
yeah, but dude, like, so that's the thing. Like you know me well, like, and Andy too. But Nate, we spent like nights together where like you saw me like,
hell yeah,
with some anxiety shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that was like the first week was like it didn't matter the odd. Like, people were like, dude, it's not, the odds are so bad. I convinced myself that was gonna be me.
I was like your bit about.
The bit is true. Like,
yeah.
Like, I was like, dude, I had to call my doctor. I was having like bad shit in my chest. Like, dude, I called the CDC like 3 times. First week, I'm like, yo, I got this shit. And
I don't even know you could just call them.
Yeah, I just had them, and I talked to him like, yo, I know I have COVID. My chest is tight, and like, I knew the symptoms because like the fucking news told you what to look out for. So I'm just basically repeating what the news said it was
without even actually feeling that shit.
Yeah, I didn't fucking feel it, but I thought I did. I convinced myself I did.
My thing I was running into was like, I remember like that first week it started like really being a thing. I remember I was getting like chest pains and stuff, but I'm also like, you do have severe anxiety. So like there's like a couple days where I was like, this could just be you worrying about the fact that you could get it.
But that's the thing. It's like the doctor will be like, well, it's probably just anxiety. I'm like, I don't like that Prolly shit. Like, if you take Prolly out, I'll be feeling a little better. But there's a chance it could be that, right? They're like, yeah.
Yeah, but
Yeah, that doesn't help
my say that about everything. Like, if you have a headache, like, yo, is that cancer? Like,
I know. But here's the thing, dude. I know that about myself. But in the moment, I can't.
Yeah, no, I feel you.
And dude, here's the other part. This is how fucked up healthcare is. So I just started seeing a therapist like 2 weeks before this happened. Like, going to see a therapist. And I had an appointment the Monday after we were on lockdown. Like, total lockdown, where you couldn't go. So I called and I'm like, yo, I have an appointment Monday. And she's like, well, do you want to come in? I'm like, no, like, I don't want to come in. And she's like, well, you're not approved for a phone call session. And I'm like, what? I'm on the phone.
Yeah, what difference does that make?
Yeah, I'm literally talking to you right now on the phone. So just continue to talk to me, right? Why does my insurance have to tell them? Yeah. Just talk to me for 20 minutes. She's like, well, your insurance hasn't approved the teleconference visit yet. I'm like, so I can come in there, jeopardize everybody in the office. That's covered. But I can't talk to you on the phone for 20 to 30 minutes. So I don't, drown in my bathtub because it's full of chlorine and I'm trying to wash off the COVID. Can you guys talk me off the ledge here? No. So I'm done with therapy, man.
All right. That you're done? Like, you're done. Dude, you're not going to try to get it switched over?
I don't trust any of these people.
Oh, you don't think?
Like, dude, what if, like, yeah, like, How good are you?
Trying to help you if she's not even going to just be like, all right, we'll just talk real quick.
All right, real quick. Let's just talk for a little bit. And it's like, dude, first of all, you go to therapy. You don't even know you don't know how they're going to connect the dots and what the result's going to be. You start talking about your problems. They start, connecting dots and formulas. And all of a sudden, it's my mom's fault, or somebody.
Are you saying you don't want to find out the answer?
I'd rather just fucking roll with the anxiety, dude.
Yeah, I get that. You don't want to be mad at your mom for the rest of your life over nothing.
Or just
over something real that you forgot about.
I don't want to open up that Pandora's box. I
don't know. I think sometimes I think like sometimes, yeah, you want to remember past memories to like figure out what the problem is. But I think there's certain times where it's like, you could probably do good with not remembering that.
No problem.
Yeah.
That problem's fine. Don't make a bigger problem solving the problem.
Like I woke up this morning remembering something that I literally woke up and the first thing I thought about was a time that I embarrassed myself 4 years ago. I could do well with suppressing that memory for the rest of my.
What was the story?
It was just like bombing in a fucking joke situation.
Oh,
I can't see that being possible. But
it was the one time that happened. That's why it sticks out because it's happened so rarely.
That's why your fucking brain does that shit. It represses it because it's like he doesn't need this. He doesn't need this memory.
Yeah,
it didn't serve him positively to remember this shit. So let that shit go.
Oh yeah, it just made like the first hour of my day lame. I was like, I don't need. Please get away from me.
No sense digging it up. It's supposed to be dead.
Yeah. Just push it down.
Yes. Use that. You're Irish, right?
Hell yeah.
Use that Irish skill that you have to push all bad memories down and never bring them up until they kill you.
Oh yeah, dude, I got some Coors Light in the fridge right now. We're jamming shit down today, dude.
Hell yeah. Anyway, how long are we doing this for?
Well, we did an hour.
We're at about an hour. Did you?
You done, Tyler?
No, I'm cool.
You all potted out, dude.
You potted out.
Did we say
that ain't me?
In trouble with the news show?
Wait,
I didn't say anything bad, did I?
I don't think so. And you didn't you kind of got weird when we said something dumb. So you're a good person. You're a good person to everybody, I think.
Don't worry, me being a cam boy will overshadow anything else that happens in this episode. You're clear, Tyler. You're clear. Don't worry. I'll take the heat on this one.
Oh, yeah, Tyler's a good person. We forced him to talk about porn.
Oh, yeah.
He had no idea. He doesn't listen to this, as he shouldn't.
We actually have have his mom kidnapped. Guys, you can let her go.
You can't even do that right now. You can't even kidnap right now.
Right? Oh, human traffickers have to be fucking tight right now.
Yeah, they're
like no one wants to
kidnap someone and then died of corona in the process. That's the best.
Like this one dude I know is like he's like a like a right hand, like an alt right. I'm not gonna say he's alt right. I won't do that to him, but he's like super conservative and
he's definitely all right.
He's got tendencies, right? So he was like, we were like kind of arguing. He was like, yeah, but all right, isn't it a little convenient that there hasn't been a mass shooting in this whole thing? Thinking that like it's like some news conspiracy. I'm like, where are they gonna go shoot people?
No one's anywhere.
You can't figure that out. Like even the news is like, there's not been one mass shooting because there's not a mass.
Wait, did someone really throw that out?
Yeah, dude, you can.
That's
Google.
Fucking hilarious.
It's Googleable.
Oh, that's like an argument going on right now.
Yeah, 100%.
Yep. That's insane. Yeah, dude, there's no, unless you go to the supermarket, there's no masses.
That's one of the weirdest things going on with this thing to me right now, too, is like people are making a pandemic political. Like people are, it doesn't even, like it shouldn't even be part of it right now. It's like, but people are wearing like their Trump hats to protest the fact that they think that nurses are actors and actresses. It's like, what does your hat have to do with a conspiracy? Like your conspiracy theory would make you think your hat is dumb because it would all be bullshit. It should all be bullshit then.
I've been trying to be more mindful of like, especially since I moved back to PA. I've been trying to be more mindful of like not being so judgmental of like pro-Trump people, you know, because I have friends and family that are pro-Trump and everything. But like, so I've been trying to see both sides. What I can't see both sides on, I'm having a hard time, is the protesting, like, to open shit up and thinking it's like some like governor like it just doesn't add up to me. Like Trump is being this, like, basically the conspiracy that I was told was China and the World Health Organization created a virus and spread it, jeopardizing everybody in the world, so that civil liberties and like privacy, you know, we lose our privacy, and that's going to be done by the governors, and Trump is being manipulated by our governors who are in cahoots with China and the WHO. It doesn't add up to me.
Yeah, it doesn't even make sense.
Are you telling me that the guy who you said was the greatest thing and the deal maker and the smartest guy on earth got manipulated by his own governors? Then he ain't the guy for the job.
Yeah.
So, or there's just a virus that everybody's like, oh shit, you know, and that's what's happening. So it's either political and everybody's stupid, or it's a virus and it's not political at all.
Well, I think like a big thing is when anything like this shit happens, people always try to have like you just said with the conspiracy theory you were laying out there, like there's like a concise, specific narrative. Yeah. And it's like, no, I think a lot of shit's happening.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of shit. Like there's definitely, you can definitely see that like there's probably people in government being like, oh, we can take advantage of this.
Oh, for sure.
But but also, does that mean now that it's a bioweapon? I don't think so. You know, a bunch of shit's happening all at the same time.
Yeah, yeah, and it's just crazy, you know, like, and we'll probably never know what's going on, and that's like,
if we do, it'll be in like 50 years when it doesn't matter.
That's my biggest issue with people who want to tell you about the conspiracies. Is like, what's the next? All right, now that we know all of this, what are we doing? Are we forming a militia, or are you just ruining my day?
And like, how do you know that? You're Dave from like Sam's Club. You're a cat. You know, you just have a regular ass job. You
didn't win before this.
Yeah, like you don't like. Trump didn't call you like in the break room and be like, "Hey, man, before you go back to your shift, here's what's going on with the virus." But I think what it is people don't want to be scared, right? And the virus is scary.
Yeah, they don't want to have that like unknown aspect of it. So in their mind, if they create this, it makes it more, it gives it a reason why there's so many bad things happening.
Like people will jump on the it's a hoax thing. You could like, because they want it to be a hoax. I want it to be a hoax. I want there to not be a fucking virus that can kill me. I'd rather it be.
Yeah,
you know,
that's a good point. Yeah, it's like it would almost be better if it was a hoax.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind that.
I would rather it be a real virus that's fucking the world up, because I could at least imagine like that will go away. Human beings have beat things like that before. We were as good at like figuring things out as we are now. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but what I'm saying is right now in the moment, I would rather not be like in danger. I know in danger is a relative term. I think I'm probably less in danger than, you know, an 88-year-old person. But we're all in some aspect a little bit in danger. To lift that danger, I would love if like the government was like, shit, guys, we let this one get away from us. It was just a tweet that we sent. We didn't know it was going to
go. We just got a little drunk one night, got a little crazy on Twitter.
You just got fucked up and tweeted. Let's go fuck that. Okay, so we can just right now open the doors back up, go back to normal. That would be better. But now we're like not looking at that. So, and then you like not to get back on the news. And this is going to probably turn into a weird thing. But like,
do it.
It's just hard to believe anything out there. Like I'm having a hard time like just trusting anything.
And that's not regular
Trump
shit
exclusively. I think he made that a little worse with attacking the media. It's like, but fake news shit, like it's like, okay, here's an example. And I know you guys don't know this because you're not here anymore, but St. Luke, you know what St. Luke's is, right?
Yeah.
St. Luke's is like the biggest hospital in the area. And, you know, they generously donate a lot of money to a lot of things. They have their hands in a lot of different charities and foundations. And the hospitals want money, right? They're losing money. So, you know, they're asking for a lot of money. Well, the Morning Call, which is the local newspaper, wrote an article about how like the hospitals also make a ton of money each year. So how don't they have the money, right? That's the article is basically like, I don't know how St. Luke's doesn't have this money. They made almost.
I was literally just gonna like ask that.
They're just blowing money
last year. And like blah blah blah. But then the CEO of St. Luke's wrote like a attack on the Morning Call, basically saying they're a hit piece. It's not true, to not question them. And that's super dangerous because if you can't, like the news, number one, if you can't, like it's one thing for Trump to call CNN fake news. CNN's rich. They're big. They can handle it. But if you're a billion dollar company calling out a local news source, that news source is going to go away. So if you know, and then everybody else is going to be scared to call out the big guy.
Yeah.
So it's actually going to make news worse because now the news is just writing shit to get viewers and to get clicks, not the news. So, you know, that's what's happening. It's not, and Andy, I think we've talked about this. It's not news. Like what CNN, Fox, it's not news. You can't have 24-hour news coverage. News, like, and people are you can't be fans of the news.
Oh yeah. That's one of my favorite jokes of yours because it like.
I don't even know if I've ever done it on stage, but it's just what I believe in.
No, I've seen you do it on stage because that is a true thing. Like
I've never done that on stage.
Whatever. Maybe.
It's not a joke. If I have, it's never worked.
I've seen you. I didn't say it was good. But no.
One of your favorite jokes.
It was it really brought you into your own in your joke telling. But no, it's a good point.
Where's your undershirt, nigga? I just realized you out here taco meat all out. Oh, there you go.
No, but it's true. You like, how are you fans of the news? It's like it's the news.
That's your undershirt to your watch. That I don't know. That just made me sick when I noticed it. Go ahead. Sorry, Tyler.
Yeah, I told you I was gonna get weird.
Yeah, it's fine. This is what we love you for.
It's crazy to me. Like, you know, you saw it, like Fox and CNN, and they're like the two ones, right? Like,
those are the two biggest like perpetrators of this is my side and that's their side. But everyone does it. But they're the ones who do it most blatant.
Wasn't ABC?
They're not saying anything, right?
Yeah.
They're just like even like the breaking news shit. Like I remember when the Vegas massacre happened. I was in a hotel room and like it was raining, so I just I was on vacation. It was raining and I couldn't leave the hotel room basically. So I had all day to just watch the news, right? And dude, I would go back and forth between Fox and CNN, and they would both do the same shit. They'd be like, breaking news update coming after the break regarding the Vegas massacre. And then they would sell like a washing machine, you know, ad, right? And then you'd come back from the break and it would be like, oh yeah, it's same shit we said earlier. It's like, you guys don't have any fucking breaking news. You're just, so it's like, this is the sickest shit. You're using this massacre to sell washing machines to people.
Well, yeah, and it's like it's their at the end of the day, and I feel like I'm treading over territory a million people have said, but it's like they're a business.
Yeah.
And like they're I feel like
the news shouldn't be a business in that way though, like
right?
the way they are.
Yeah.
It should be what would be the best news is if news had, because I think it's impossible to have no angle. You know what I mean? Like,
oh yeah, it's impossible to not have a bias.
But you gotta try. Like that's what the news should.
It's like
be,
C-SPAN, right? C-SPAN. Like you'd be like, well, C-SPAN's not biased, and everybody's like, well, that's boring. It's like, well, that's what information is. It sucks. It's not cool.
You shouldn't go into the news being like, oh, excite me. You should be like, no, let me know what happened.
Right.
Like there's people who turn on the news to be mad, like to get like riled up for the day,
or to be like confirmed, like to be calmed down. Like, okay, it's the Democrats' fault. I thought it might be. Thank God Fox is saying it's the Democrat. And then CNN will be like, hey, liberals, it's Trump's fault. Everything that's happening is Trump's fault. And then other liberals are like, thank God. That's who I wanted. I wanted it to be Trump's fault. And they just like, you just gas up your fan base. You know?
I think, and also to sort of give the viewers on both sides a little bit of a pass, I think they do a lot of shit too that they don't even realize they're getting gassed up. I think you just get so much of it shot at you every day. It becomes such a routine that I don't realize it's happening to you half the time. Because I realize not to keep interrupting, but I realize that it's why I've been taking more of a break on Twitter and shit like that, is because you realize the best way to keep you on that app is to get you some sort of big emotion, whether it's anger or happiness. And for me, it was mainly anger, and I was realizing that was happening because I was like, oh, it's not a surprise. Every time you open up Twitter, you get more frustrated.
Yeah. Well, that's what's like you, and dude, that's why everybody's like, the nation's so divided. That's because over time we've like just gone to where we're comfortable, gone to the voices that make us feel nice, and they don't make us question what we believe in. And then it's harder to go back, like it's harder to hear a voice from the other side because you've been like conditioned to be comfortable for so long.
And if you do try to hear the voice from the other side, the people who you were fucking with before want to be like, whoa, what are you doing? Listening to that shit. Like, come on, man. We can't fuck with you if you even
you get
dabbling in that.
Yeah. It's crazy. And like I think the consumer of media is not as to blame, because I think it, like Andy, you were saying, I think a lot of the manipulation happens subconsciously. Well, you get manipulated subconsciously. I don't think it's subconscious at all coming from the media.
No. And I apologize. I can't go an episode without bringing up wrestling, but it's what I like about wrestling, where when they're presenting their product, it's almost like if you know how it's done, they're very straight up. They're like, we're trying to make your money. So what we're doing right now is to give you a good show and get as much of your money as we can. It's when CNN put out that ad where it's like, this is an apple. We'll only ever tell you it's an apple. And it's like, no, you guys like stop trying to act like all of them, not just CNN, all of them. It's like, stop trying to act
like real literal. Like that was it. Like, we'll definitely tell you it's an apple.
Yeah. It's like,
but
no,
everything else might be bullshit.
There'll be one sentence about it being an apple, but then there'll be 100 sentences saying how the worm in the apple was put there by the alt-right conspiracy. Like, Trump made the apple rotten, and that if it wasn't for Trump, the apple would be ripe. It's like,
and we're only going to shoot this apple from these specific angles.
Yeah, it's like, you know what? How about this? Like, to the news, like, why don't you just tell us what something is? I think the people, American people, or people in general, we're smart enough to, figure out. I think we are. I think we are smart enough.
You mean if they gave it to us straight? You're saying
give it straight.
Okay, all right. I see what you're saying. I thought you meant I was hearing something different. I was thinking you meant they were smart enough to not fall for the bullshit, but then I was like, clearly not.
Oh yeah, no, we fall for the bullshit because you trust, because we want to be told what's going on, and I think this pandemic, what scared a lot of people was, especially in the beginning, nobody knew what was going on, and that was scary, right? When they were like, "Yo, this could go bad," and then like health officials, like in White House briefing rooms, were like saying that, like,
you're like, everybody's gonna die, like,
we don't know what's gonna happen, and you're like, wait a second, what? We're the greatest country on earth. We don't know what's gonna happen. That's fucking scary. That's the first time in my life, other than 9/11, and 9/11 was short. It was like, it was over before. It never really. Luckily, it never affected my life directly.
Yeah,
you know what I mean,
especially because of where we all lived at that time. Like, we weren't in that area. Like, if they would have tried a second thing, it wasn't going to happen where we were all.
Yeah. And so this is the first time we were like, you're scared, and there's no real answer. Where you're just like, man, we don't know, and it could be you, could be somebody you love, and so I think we're going to come out of this hopefully with a little bit more. I don't know, dude. I thought maybe the pandemic would bring people together and like de-weaponize politics.
The
Words
politicizing
and
everything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's gotten worse.
Yeah,
You think so?
Yeah,
100%.
way worse.
And to me, I mean, just the fact that somebody would even take that angle during this makes it worse. Even if your angle you're taking is a light, like if you're just complaining about a little misogyny or a little, I don't know, I can't think of what right wing people complain about because that's not what my thing gets. That's not what gets forced at me by Instagram and Twitter and shit. But whatever the thing is you'll complain about, whenever I see it now, it's like, how do you even think that's important? Like this.
Right.
There's a whole
Okay, I see what you're saying.
even saying something about this is retarded. Like it shouldn't be. Like if somebody was like, he just said retarded saying that, I'd be like, yo, that's still retarded. That you're.
Yeah, dude. No, you're right. Like, because like I'm not a Trump guy, but when there's a deadly virus flying around, I'm like, yeah, I hope he does a good job. I'm rooting for him to figure this shit out.
Yeah, that's a good point. There's people conflicted because their whole identity is like Trump needs to do bad, and so it's like, so what are you gonna do right now? Are you rooting for everyone dying? Like, what are you doing right now?
But then the other side of that too is like when people see him do bad, the people who love him, they don't go, he's fucking up. They're like, nah, that's some other shit.
Honestly, dude, that's what's fucking. There's people. This is the first time where there's people in my life that I won't probably fuck with as much because of how they've responded to this. Like, because I think there's been things that have been done, and it's like, dude, that's kind of unforgivable.
Like what? Not to like reveal who you're talking about.
Well, neglecting social distancing guidelines, like.
Oh, okay.
Kind of like, because the thing is, it's like inevitably when this is over, and if 1 million people don't die, people are going to be like, oh, the restrictions were too harsh. Like, why did we go to the extremes? We didn't need to do all that stuff. That's if that happens, that means whoever made the decisions, they succeeded. So those people are going to be right in their mind, where you're the wrong guy for being like, no, we should close for another month, or we should have, like, so you're going to be looked at as like a pussy for believing that. So the only way for those people to feel as if they were wrong is if
everybody dies.
Shit gets terrible.
Yeah.
And like, it's hard to, so I'd rather just look wrong and look like a pussy than the alternative, even if I would be right. And I think that's the problem, where everybody on a personal level wants to be right. They want their decisions to be they don't want to be questioned. Like, if you voted for Trump or you didn't vote for Trump, you want to be right. You don't want to have to do that thing where you're like, fuck, maybe I was a little bit wrong there.
Yeah, no,
if that happened a little bit right now, people would be fine. But it's just, it's not happening at all.
I think it's like a two-pronged thing, because you get the people that get defensive and they don't want to ever reveal that they're wrong, and then on the other side of it, you get all the people that are just chomping at the bit to be like, you were wrong, you were wrong.
Exactly. If they did go, my bad, we were wrong. It's not like the other people would go like, all right, thanks for admitting. It would be like, see, you fucking idiot.
Yeah,
that's why they won't do it. So it's everybody's at fault.
Yep.
That's the thing. It's like, it's fine to like call people out and this and that, but when they finally give you a satisfactory, like, I fucked up, I was wrong, you gotta then be like, cool.
I won't bring it up.
And also, it's like, and I don't know, I mean, we don't have to go on about this forever, but this is the shit that, like, I thrive in this shit. But like, dude, it's so weird to me when people are like fans of the president.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? Like,
you have merch,
dude. I even catch myself, because like I fuck with like Ron Paul and shit, but then I catch because I think he's like a dope dude and everything, but I even catch myself doing it sometimes where I'm like, are you like a fan of an ex-senator?
Yeah, like, because in my mind, like, the president like that should be like you should never like the president. You should like always want him to do good, but you should always be like a little bit like, what's up with this guy?
Yeah,
know
you
what I mean?
shouldn't. You shouldn't be like, I'm team president.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Isn't that like if you're gonna
Have a
fly,
bobblehead.
it's always weird for me to see like a Trump flag over the American flag. Like people have both flags. It's like, which one is the real flag to you?
That's a really good point.
But it happened with Obama too. I don't think there was as many flags, but I think Trump does a really good job of merchandising and.
Oh yeah. He's really good at PR for his people.
The one thing I will say about Obama, like the Obama merchants, I know like if you go into a black family's home, you'll see like one of the magazines that he was on, like a cover of like whatever magazine he was on the cover of, like they'll have it somewhere on a bookshelf. Like it's not like.
I mean, listen. I mean, I think they're allowed to have that.
I think I'm gonna say that's different though because it was our first black president. Like, but it's still like a fan thing. But
yeah, it's just weird to me. Like. The second you stop kind of questioning what authority does, you're fucked a little bit. Like that's worse to me than anything. It's one thing if the government's like stay inside, but it's another thing if they don't say anything and you just bow down to them. You know, it's like the silent authority is the scarier one.
Yeah, silent but deadly.
Nice. All right, we could go back to talking about funny stuff now.
This has been a great podcast. This has been fucking Tyler. Don't do the Tyler thing where you're like, I did something good, and you're like, I'm the biggest piece of shit to ever exist.
No, do that. That's why my favorite thing about you. You can't ever be happy. You'll never bring me down with your good day. I'll never be having a good day, and then I'll talk to Tyler, and then be like, oh, Tyler's having a much better day than me. I gotta feel bad about myself now. That will never once happen. You could have $1 billion. And you still will be like, I fucked up this whole thing.
No, it's funny. I'm having more good days now. Stand-up gives me the worst days. I love stand-up, but I hate it.
Yeah, I do know that feeling. Like you don't leave somewhere going home like, what the fuck have I been doing for all these years?
Yeah,
like, none of that.
And like I was telling Andy, like I only have guilt. Like stand-up, I don't have any guilt right now. You know, like by not like missing out on shit because nobody's doing shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But like if there were shows happening and I was still like being lazy, then I'd be like, oh, I'm a piece of shit. Because I've done that too.
That definitely, no, like you said, no one's doing shit. Like the one thing that hit me, because like I'm getting into like with Twitch streaming more and trying to pump out more content. And I've been interviewing more wrestlers and doing all this shit. And then I'll see like Conan will be doing his show, and our shows look exactly the same. I was like, dude, this is so weird.
SNL, it's like, what were you like? Did you see SNL?
Yeah, I saw.
I watched a little bit of it, but I didn't have time to watch the whole thing.
It was like bad Instagram sketches. Like it wasn't like it was crazy because of how bad they were. You can
they didn't have to do it.
Yeah,
you don't have to do it.
I think it was interesting to see though, like to just see what a show like SNL would look like in this. Like it was interesting, but it wasn't good. But it was interesting.
It's hard for me to like be critical of SNL from like they didn't have to do it when I'm like doing shows like this too, and I definitely don't have to do that. There's no
contract.
People don't like to see it.
Yeah, and it's like no, NBC's losing lots of money by them not working, so they have way more of a reason to have to do it.
The only thing that happens by me doing my shows at night are it might ruin somebody's night if they catch a little bit of it. They're gonna be like, I wish I hadn't put time into seeing that.
What's your show called again?
Well,
I know the High Valley with Love, but
we're just calling it After Dark.
This has been a good episode. Let's wrap it up. Tyler, throw it out where the people need to go check you the fuck out.
Didn't Andy say that real lame?
Hey, Nate, real quick, shut the fuck up.
Cam Boy Andy.
Cam Man.
I'm just at now. Nate's being rude. This is a rude thing.
No. He's not here. It's better.
Back.
Tyler Rothrock on all the social medias and Lehigh Valley with Love. check it out on either Instagram at LV with Love on Facebook or Instagram, and we do some shit on that.
And go download Tyler's album or listen to it on Spotify.
You can do that too.
I was going to share it the one day on Instagram. Like, I was feeling emotional about people, and I was like, I want to help my comedy friends. And then I almost did that, and then I was like, nah, fuck Tyler. And like, it made me laugh by myself. But
wait, what? I didn't hear what you said.
What were you gonna do?
I was just do the thing that comics do for each other. Like, check out it was just like, if you're bored, check out these things. And I was going to post like the comics I know personally who have albums, like for people to listen. It would be like, you get like 3 streams off if I did that. I'm 100% sure. And
you were gonna be a good friend, then your insecurities took over.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah.
Basically, I was like, yeah.
I'll say this though. This is the last thing I'll say about that. Like, because I'm the same way as you, Nate. Like, every time I do something, I'm like, people are gonna make fun of me for putting this out. They're gonna be like, why would he put this out? I stopped giving a fuck about that.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna fuck it.
I'm still not sharing it.
Yeah, preach it, Tyler. We gotta open Nate up, dude.
I'll post dumb shit all day. I don't give a fuck. Who am I impressing? Nobody does stand up anymore. We're all
nobody's a comedian anymore.
Goddamn Fort Knox Marshall over there needs to open up.
I don't know. Well,
wait, what's your album called again?
Tyler of Nazareth.
Tyler of Nazareth. Go check it out. It's real fucking funny.
That's all right. It's mediocre.
What the fuck else are you guys gonna be doing?
I don't care for it, to be honest. I don't care for it. But, hey,
I liked it. Don't forget, I'm on.
Listen.
What?
Said I haven't listened.
Thanks, man.
It's good. Your album made me realize I don't have a CD changer on my computer.
Yeah, that was a huge. You want to hear a funny story before we go?
I would love to hear a funny story.
I just got all those CDs. I got like 100 CDs, and they were in my car, and it parked out in front of my house, and my car got broken into, and whoever broke in, they took all my change, and they took the cigarette lighter out, and they were rooting around. You could tell they were like looking around through stuff. They didn't touch one of the comedy CDs.
They're like, this has
they
no.
Could have had all 100 if they wanted them.
They actually like straightened them up and made them look nicer in the box.
One was taken out. You could see they looked at it like, nah, I don't think I want this. That's how in demand my comedy album is.
Yo, you were targeted, man. They know you're a local celebrity. They were like, where does this guy live? We'll follow
with his mom? Oh shit.
They didn't know that. They just thought you paid for that house.
They thought that was your place.
Like he has a maid.
Hell yeah. Well, Tyler, thank you so much for coming on Pains in the Mouth.
Thank you guys.
Man,
Stay healthy.
Talk to you. Yeah, you too, man.
Later.
Stay woke.